All right. Hey, today we are at Home Comfort. And I think they do heating and air conditioning, but I'm not sure. So stick around. We'll find out.
Here I come to save the day.
Welcome to Mighty House. This is a radio show for people with problems, home improvement problems, that is, and for people who want common sense guidance on how to build green and live a more sustainable lifestyle. Send an email or call into the show. The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
Hey guys, we're back again. Niles Design District. It's great to be out here, and this is Dan.
I'm Dan.
You are like the president? Like you're in charge of this whole thing?
I am.
Or your wife just lets you think?
My wife's in charge. But
she lets you think you're in charge.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
See,
yes, that's how it works.
All right. So Rich and I have that all down.
Yep.
So home comfort.
Yep.
Heating and cooling.
Yep.
And I can say what do you guys do, but
Heating and cooling is what we do. And indoor air quality. It's big going on right now.
That's a key.
Yeah.
Indoor air quality. Okay.
Yes.
Well, go ahead,
anybody
take it
can
over,
heat
Rich.
and cool. Pardon?
Sorry? Say that again?
What? I said anybody can do heating and cooling. Indoor air quality is a science.
There you go.
Yes,
Must
it is.
work towards that.
So so let's go ahead and we'll get into the heating and cooling thing in a minute here, but then what is that indoor air quality and what's that all about?
Yeah, so obviously it's been a crazy last year for everybody out there, including us. And a big thing that we have been promoting and a big thing is indoor air quality, right? You've got a furnace in your home or some sort of air handling device that blows air throughout the home, and we have to clean that air. We have to catch those dirty particles. We have to sterilize the air, and we've got options for that, and that's the indoor air quality aspect.
So all the cat dander and all that stuff, you're trying to catch all that stuff.
Yeah. So we can catch the big stuff, the cat dander, the dust, the pollen, the spores, stuff like that. And now there's products out there from ultraviolet lights to air scrubbers that actually can reduce the real small stuff, mold. The VOCs, even viruses, they claim. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
Excellent. So what are you putting in your house, Rich?
120 pint dehumidification, VR21 22 SEER systems that are fully variable speed. And we do electric strip heating because we do that like 1, maybe 2 days a year.
Yeah.
So you're doing an HRV?
No, for us, dehumidification and air filtering are big things. So, and again, because we don't have a huge temperature differential between inside and outside, we don't use a lot of ERVs. Just we draw them through the dehumidifiers.
Okay.
That's our makeup air system, where I'm sure he's definitely going to try. It definitely a place you go get ERVs, energy recovery ventilators, and things like that, so that you can bring in that fresh air, but treat it properly before just dumping it into the return.
You want to condition it first.
Absolutely.
So so you just don't blast a hole through the sidewall and then put it into the return?
Correct. Yeah, we like to, for the ERV, the energy recovery ventilator, we like to save the air that's already heated or cooled. Right. Not heated where he is. But heated where we
have to
are in our last
dehumidify it before we
February,
dump it. Otherwise, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So so you're getting into that stuff. That's part of your indoor air quality?
Correct.
So is there any testing you guys do before you suggest there might be a system for everybody's house?
Yeah, one of the biggest things is just communication. Talk to the customer, find out do they have hot and cold spots? Do they have allergies and asthma? What's the construction of the home? These newer homes are real tight. And so we like to look at that and see what we need to do.
How many candles they burn
Exactly.
a week?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Fireplaces, does that play into it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like an open window, right? When that damper's open.
Yeah, no, and you think you're getting a lot of heat off of it, but you're also losing quite a bit too. So,
but I think, again, that's why we use all variable speed systems, because anybody that's got an old 100,000 BTU furnace knows when the heat kicks on, it runs for 15 minutes, places get hot, it shuts off, and then that room over there is freezing.
Yep.
So by running variable speed, you can run the same system longer at a lower burn rate, and you get a much better, more conditioned space, much more comfortable throughout the entire house. So balancing.
Yep, absolutely. Variable speed is our biggest. It's the best invention that was ever made, and it is our biggest that we love to use.
All right. So let's talk a little bit heating here.
Right.
I know it's going into summer, but what kind of systems do you like to install?
Yep.
What do you prefer? Are you just doing like the 80 plus efficient, 90 plus, or are you kind of sizing that depending on the type of home it is?
Okay.
How are you getting into that?
Yeah. So are we live here? Are we rolling?
We're live right there,
Oh,
but we're
perfect.
rolling
Hey,
there.
Facebook.
We were rolling that whole time too.
Oh, perfect. Now I'm getting
Facebook,
nervous
yes.
that we were rolling. What did I say? How did I look? Okay,
Don't worry
so
about
let's.
it. That's what editing's for.
Perfect.
Right.
So let's talk about, what are we talking about?
Okay, so we'll start that over.
Heating
You ready?
systems. I know what we're
So
going to talk about. Yeah.
what kind of heating systems do you like to install? Do you like the 80 plus efficient, the 90 plus, or are you getting into some different systems now with geothermal or what's the other one where the heat exchanger? What's that one called? The
Mini
Rich?
splits or air-to-air heat exchangers?
The mini split. But what's the other one? The newer one you guys use down there a lot too.
Swamp
She
coolers?
got it.
Heat pumps.
Good answer. Heat pumps. So let's get into that a little
Yeah,
bit.
we've got comment.
We
that
don't do heat
charges-
pumps.
You don't do heat pumps?
Only for pool heaters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We noticed that
For
when we were
pool
in
heaters,
Florida.
they're great. Now, the amazing thing is you have all this cold air blowing out of the top of your pool heater, but somehow you can't duct it into your house.
Right.
Next to that, I have my air conditioner that's pumping out hot air so that I can have a cool house. I mean, it makes no sense.
I'm sure you could figure
That's
that out.
so
You're like
true.
a heating
We
and
could.
cooling
We
guy.
could place a duct right on top of it and blow it in the side of the house.
Boom, done.
Well, no, we got to filter. So back to indoor air quality. We got
yeah.
to filter
There's
it. And then we got to put the
humidity,
ERV in for that, right? But no, so we sell American Standard.
Okay.
Okay. American Standard is
the American standard.
It's the American Standard. It absolutely is. We've been selling it since 1999.
Couple of years.
Yep. Couple few years.
Yep.
And we like the high efficiency. Right.
So you're doing 90
for all
plus?
they're 97% efficient now.
Wow.
So they're really efficient. And then we like to do the higher efficiency for the air conditioning. Chicago's a little different.
Right.
So it's okay if we don't do high efficiency. We just need some good air conditioning, right?
So what is it, SEER? What's a 13
Yeah.
SEER? That's
13
minimum?
SEER is minimum, and I always explain SEER is it's the seasonal energy efficiency ratio. It's kind of like MPG, miles per gallon in a car, right? The higher the SEER, the cheaper it's going to be on electric, just like the cheaper.
More expensive to install, though.
It is. It's a more expensive
the upfront cost is higher.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So we like to do full systems, and we like to size the systems the right way. We do a heat load, a manual J. We look at the insulation.
What?
Right.
No, come on. You walk out there with your pad, you look on the side and go, oh, that's a 3-ton. Okay, we'll put a 4 in.
Exactly.
And then you walk away. That's how it's done.
bigger hammer.
It's working good. Save me money. We'll put a 2-ton in. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. So, but it's everything. We look at the system as a whole because it's the whole home construction as well. It's the insulation. It's the windows. It's the type. Is it a brick home? Is it a siding home? So it all has to do with that. And then we like to do the whole system. We look at the whole system from the furnace to the air conditioner to the humidifier to a dehumidifier we have now. Even here in Chicago, we sell dehumidifiers. And then we also offer, the indoor air quality piece, the air cleaners, the air scrubbers, ultraviolet lights.
All the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So you're just a lot of people do the they're swapping parts.
Correct.
So it sounds like you're doing more than just swapping parts.
Correct.
You're actually looking at the home as a system and putting the correct size system in there so that you get the correct comfort.
Yeah.
Which I think comes back to your name.
Doing energy calculations, doing manual D, manual J, and then sizing equipment properly, and then going from there.
Correct.
That's odd to hear someone say that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the right way.
It's the right way.
the right way.
But you don't hear that.
Right.
And you don't hear that on commercials.
Right.
Which I'm sure we'll get
nobody-
into.
yeah, nobody
We'll
talks
get into
about
that
that.
with
I
the
mean, like
boss, the real boss. I know you're
$59.95, we can
president.
do it all.
Yeah, but
El
yeah.
Presidente.
Yeah. So we'll get into that a little bit more with the boss. Okay, so how How many guys you got in the field? How does that kind of stuff
so we
work?
have 15 employees.
Okay.
We have, I don't know, I count, you tell me. She says 8 in the field, I say, Dan, 9.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like 3.
But
so
yeah, you're
we have
equal
like
to
11.
3.
We have like 11.
So you're so much faster and so much more
Exactly.
efficient with your time. You're actually like having 3 guys
Right.
out there. Located on Milwaukee Avenue, the Niles Design District is a home improvement destination for consumers, designers, and contractors. For those looking to renovate a kitchen or a bathroom, expand with a new addition, or enhance their curb appeal, Niles Design District in Niles, Illinois offers everything in one convenient location.
It's your road to a better home.
Okay, so now we're joined by,
Kari.
you're the real president.
Well.
You allowed Dan to have the title.
Yes.
But you're
we
still
know
the
who
person
runs
in
the
charge.
company.
Wow.
That's okay, you can admit it.
I guess if I sign the checks.
See, you're the
there you go.
person in charge. That's the way it works. So Rich had a question here for you about, what was that, service contracts?
So, do you offer semi-annual maintenance contracts for your clients? Because to me, that's not something that's real popular in the Chicagoland area, but it's probably one of the most overlooked things because test and tune, checking your burners on your furnace or the pressures on your air conditioning going into summer are kind of important.
Yes, I am glad you asked. We sure do. And we have been offering those since we started business. And I agree with you. They are a harder sell up here. And I don't know why, because our whole purpose, so much of what we do at Home Comfort is to try to say, we're the experts in our field, so let us take care of you. And I really feel like the best way to take care of people, especially nowadays, is to say, don't worry about it. We'll be out twice a year.
Right.
You know, we're going to come in the fall, we're going to come in the spring, we're going to check all your equipment, we're going to tune it up, we're going to check, big thing here with the air conditioners is check that Freon level before the season starts, because when it's 95 and you can't get your house below 85.
That's when we call you.
That's when you call, and it's probably a Sunday night.
Sure, why not?
Or Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Or 4th of July.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you're like being
Pretty much
proactive.
common.
You and your
Yes.
husband have something going on here. Like you're proactive. You're like getting ahead of the ball game.
yes.
It's something almost unheard of.
We would love if you didn't have to pay us emergency service. We would love if we could come out and check your equipment. And here's the thing, you can cover whatever equipment you want. We can cover all the equipment in your house. You can pay us once a year and we'll come out twice a year. You can pay us monthly ongoing. We like to say that's kind of our set it and forget it. We're going to call you in the seasons and say, time for your check. You don't have to mark your calendars. We're going to send you a postcard. We're going to send you an email. We're not going to let you forget that you paid for this service, and we want to help you. We want to get your equipment up and running and ready for the season.
Excellent. That's really good. So I'm going to assume that's if I watch TV correctly, that's $29.95,
Yes.
something like that.
Right.
That's what that service costs.
A month, maybe. No, not even that much. It depends on how much equipment you have.
Well, they come out or maybe it's $49 now. What is it down there, Rich, on TV? $49
No.
to come
I mean,
out?
we get the same hacks with the teasers or the loss leaders, we like to call them. But no, a true contract to have your equipment serviced every 6 months is going to cost you $150 or $200. But it's well worth it because it's like you said, for you guys, they're going to adjust your burners and make sure that you're using your gas. There's no sense in buying a 97% efficient furnace if it's operating at 84.
Right.
So they will check that before each heating season. Cooling season, same thing. Obviously, it's different for us. We're all cooling.
Yeah.
We're coming out twice a year to make sure Freon levels are right, drains are clear.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of little alarms in our pans when the air handler's in the attic, and if that pan is getting water in it, then it stops working.
Yeah.
So
Do you also check the air quality as well, or just the equipment?
Well, at that point, we're checking the equipment that's installed. If you have air quality equipment installed, we absolutely will check that. These UV scrubbers, the light bulbs need to be replaced, and some filters. We replace the media filters and the the big filters, the small filters, all the indoor air quality. But it's also a great opportunity for us when we're in your home to revisit, like Dan had said earlier, what are your concerns? Because you might have new concerns this year that you didn't have last year. Does your son all of a sudden have asthma, or maybe you got a dog, right? So maybe your indoor quality needs, maybe COVID, made you now thinking about it, and now you want to revisit indoor air quality. So it's a great time for us to get together, revisit your home, revisit what you have going on, so we can, decide if indoor air quality needs to be added even. And filter changes. People don't change their filters.
Sure. Every time the guy comes out to service it, it gets changed.
Yes.
That's when you do it.
And they never do it enough.
Or you're trying to run the AC and it's like cold. You can feel everything's really cold, but there's no air moving through it.
First thing we say, we don't even come out. We say, did you check your filter?
Yeah, 2 years ago when you guys were out.
It's an ice maker.
Right.
Yeah. So changing that air filter is really important.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to ask the Robbie question since Robbie's not here.
Okay.
What's a Robbie always wants to know, how much is it going to cost?
Well,
and how's that going to work? So when they call in, what's that service? What's that service call going to be?
Great.
How does all that work?
So at minimum, you're going to cover your heating equipment and your air conditioning equipment. So take, for example, a furnace and an air conditioner. That basic comfort plan is going to be $200 for the year. We will come out twice. We'll do your furnace in the fall, your air conditioner in the spring. Also within that year, you get 25% off any flat rate repair that might be needed.
Oh, that's an interesting little twist.
Yes. So your air conditioner could be 13 years old, and we can check it and get it up and running, but 2-3 months in, a part might go bad. And you might decide...
The capacitor. Those damn things always go bad.
And you might decide, I'm going to replace that because I think I have a few more years left on this system. I want to see if I can get a little bit more time out of it. So you get 25% off that flat rate charge during that year on your covered piece of equipment.
Excellent.
And we also offer platinum comfort plans, which that takes it up another level, and that is where you do not pay at all for most service charges.
It's all services and completely free. What's the phone number?
Yeah. 847 comfort.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, the platinum plan isn't free. What's that?
Right. So the platinum plan, it's going to depend on your equipment.
So now I've just been handed this cheat sheet here.
There you go.
So basic comfort plan.
Yep.
And then the platinum.
Right.
So it's broken down
by your pieces of equipment.
Oh, so it depends on what you've got.
What you have, how much of it you want to cover.
Tankless water heater too.
Sure. Yes.
And your regular water heater, power vent, basic. So you're going to check all the water heaters too.
Yes, that's a big thing that people forget about. That is a gas appliance, you guys. If you're checking your furnace, for crying out loud, why are you not checking your water heater? Those are the news stories you hear about, the water heaters flying through the roofs like bullets. You don't hear about people's furnaces flying through the roofs.
Right, and that tends to be, the water heater tends to be the one that causes carbon monoxide poisoning and stuff too, more likely than not. More so than the furnace.
And floods when it decides to empty into your basement.
Yeah, exactly. So that's cool. Okay, so let's go through the process here. So someone calls in.
Yes.
How does that process work?
Yes, so absolutely. You can call us at 847-COMFORT. Tell us you're interested in a comfort plan. And you can also go to our website, homecomfort.net. You can go to our comfort plan page and decide you want to sign up on there, and then we will get to you with information on what equipment you have and exactly how you want to pay for it.
So there you go. It's very simple.
Very simple.
Excellent. Okay.
And then you forget about it, and we take care of the rest.
Set it and forget it with Home Comfort.
Yes.
That's your, oh, there you go.
Yes.
Okay. you can take that. That's fine. So let's go over how did you guys get started in this, and how did you get into the heating and cooling system?
Great.
House fire.
So, well, because I'm a registered nurse, that's why.
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
It all makes perfect sense.
Exactly what everybody does that.
It makes perfect sense. And then I married a heating and air conditioning technician.
Okay.
And in 1998, he decided that he no longer wanted to only be a technician. He thought he would like to own a company. He had a boss that did a really good job at demonstrating to him what a good owner can do for a business and its employees. And, you know,
I thought you were going to go the other way with that.
No.
So did
So
I,
everything
actually.
not
'cause
to do.
most of-
No,
yes.
no. And so I was, you know, working full time at that point, no kids. So I was able to support the family, and he went out and started the business. And then slowly over time, you know, children came and business started growing. So as children came and business grew, I stopped working in the nursing field and started answering phones and making appointments and paying bills. And then eventually we hired people and went into payroll and all those things. And it worked out perfectly. It was a great way to raise a family. By the time the business was so busy that it needed me full time was just the time our final child was going into first grade. So
perfect.
It's been a great flexible way, you know, to raise a family. And Dan's gone a lot.
And raise a company.
And raise a company.
Yeah.
And we just really still so much stick to, you know, Dan's reason for opening a business to begin with. And we just so value our employees and the opportunity to be able to provide them employment. You know, we think, you know, 24 years later, we still think about the food on their table is because Home Comfort is running, and the house that they just bought and the family they're starting.
Right.
That's because of our company. And so we
And
really
you feel
appreciate
responsible
that.
for them to make sure that they're putting food on the table, that their kids are eating, that they're going to
Absolutely.
school.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
And then you're obviously care about your clients.
Absolutely. Well, it really is all the same, right? We care about their homes and their quality of life in their homes, and we want to listen to them and hear what they need and what their concerns are. And, you know, so many times service business gets such a bad rap that we want to be that one to say, no, there can be really good service companies out there, and we're not going to take advantage, you know, of you, and you can trust us. And that's why we're here. I mean, almost, you know, definitely the biggest marketing piece we have is customer referrals.
Yep.
And not only is that great that that's how our business grows, because we're happy our business is growing, but it means so much to us that is how our business is growing.
Yep. And that's excellent. That's excellent. So it's all coming from
Outstanding.
referrals. Obviously, you do a lot of other marketing stuff, but those referral clients are really the ones you really cover.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's like we've been pre-vetted by their friend or family member, you know, and they just jump right in.
All right. Well, we're getting the wrap-up sign here, so I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Again, Home Comfort, and you are in the Niles Design District.
Yes.
And give us the phone number, website one more time.
847-COMFORT and homecomfort.net.
Excellent. There you go. And again, one more time for the Niles Design District, you are
I'm Emily,
from,
Home Comfort.
so you work, you're the marketing person, aren't you?
am,
You're the one that came up with the fancy signs and stuff?
No, that's been around for a long time.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. It's a fun
Yeah.
story about
The four-person twister.
Close. It was Legos, right? I think it was Legos was the story. The boys, the
Yeah.
Jackie's boys, came up with this little Legos thing with the colors, and so it kind of grew from there. We actually have Legos printed that say Home Comfort that we can give out to kids.
Excellent.
So cool.
Excellent. So you're working with the Niles Design District.
Yes.
You want to give us a quick rundown on what the Niles Design District is and why you guys got involved?
Yeah, and that's part of why you're here. So Home Comfort is one of the companies in the Niles Design District. It's a collaboration here in Niles with a bunch of companies that are in the service industry. And so it's a three-part collaboration, it seems like, between Village, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and then the businesses. So we all kind of show up together. We meet regularly every month. You know, we just talk about what are the services or the values we can add to the residents in Niles. How do we help them understand that most of what you need for a home project, right? A remodel, a renovation, comfort, right? It's just all right here. Like, we're real close together. It's not competition, it's collaboration. So that's what the Niles Design District is. And we like that, you know, as a heating and cooling contractor, it's different from the other showrooms, and yet we design systems that work in your home. And we emphasize how important it is to, you know, think about the system you're putting in as you're investing in a home, right? You're putting in new hardwood floors, you're refinishing a basement. Like, if you're not thinking through, you know, the heating, cooling, and air quality in those spaces.
And most people don't.
No.
Most people don't.
No, that's
they
right.
don't. So, all right. With that, I think we'll wrap it up. You're good? Yep. Okay. All right, Rich, you ready? Let's see if we can get this right.
No.
No, we're not going to. All right.
All right,
So,
go.
until next time, See, I just screwed it up right
You
there.
did it all wrong right there.
So, all right, keep it square and level.
Until next time.
Until next time. There we go. See, I always get that wrong. Every time. Week after week. Yeah.
You can't get it.
No.
Can you do it?
Keep it square and level.
Until next
Until
time.
next time.
That's great job, everybody.
All right.
Good job.
See, there you go.